If you're looking for some fun and tasty drinks inspiration for your weekend tipples, then this is the show for you. Coming up, I'm going to walk you through 5 really tasty serves that are going to be fantastic for you guys to try at home. Or you could even whack them on your bar menus. Now, as this video is being released on International Pina Colada Day, this week's theme is pineapple and coconut. So over the next couple of weeks, I'm going to be testing out this new series of videos. I'm going to get back to what I absolutely love doing, and that's just creating very simple riffs on cocktails and really simple sort of 2-3 ingredient highballs. Each week is going to be a different theme. As I said, this week is pineapple and coconut, but that doesn't mean to say we've got 5 pina coladas. In fact, we haven't got any pina coladas here. Now, I'm not going to show you how to make these cocktails, but all the recipes and instructions will be in the description below. So the first recipe I've got for you this week is a pina colada rum fashion. Now, who says rum fashions have to be made with like long aged rum? They really don't. I love drinking my white rums. So I've created this really simple drink. The rum I decided to use is from the Isle of Man, the Outlier guys, and this is their Hoolie Rum, their 45% pot still rum. Absolutely made in their cowshed over on the Isle of Man. It's absolutely fantastic rum. It's not plain, it's not going to sit in the background, it's really going to punch out in this. So I've paired this up with this, you know, quite a lot of brands here in the UK, like all the big brands, so I'm assuming this translates around the world, do a pina colada syrup, pineapple and coconut syrup. The 4 of the big guys that I deal with all do one. I've just got Mon in here, that's all. You go Bristol, you go ODK as well, and it's just fantastic. So, you know, you just make this in a standard kind of rum fashion way. 60 ml of rum, whether it's 10, 15 ml of your pina colada syrup, stir that down, and then just for pure kind of effect, pure kind of taste inspiration for you, I've got my pineapple and star anise bitters in here. You don't have to use that. Orange bitters in here would be really, really tasty as well. Just kind of have a little play. What would go well with pina colada? I don't think, for me, I personally wouldn't put chocolate or Angostura bitters there, but you can kind of have a play. I think orange bitters would be the next popular bitters that everyone would sort of have at home. And then just to garnish, if you can see that, you put an orange peel in there, you can put a slice of pineapple in there, but I've just got some sort of coconut rimming powder from my friends at Frona. So that's your first serve, pina colada rum fashion. It's delicious. Absolutely delicious, really good. Now, before I dive in with cocktail number 2, get involved in the comments below. This series is now going to open up a whole like range of themes, whether you want fashionola cocktails, whether you want coconut cocktails or whatever. So get your suggestions going in the description below. I might not do these every single week, but I'm going to do 3 up front. So you'll have 3 every Wednesday for the next 3 weeks. But then after that, we'll kind of sporadically put them in. But if you've got any suggestions for themes, get involved. Let me know in the comments below. So recipe number 2, I would probably call this a pina colada Collins, if you like. I kind of use that Collins base where you kind of go your rum, citrus, sugar, and soda water. So that's effectively what we've got in here. The rum I've got on is pineapple Planteray now. Planteray or Plantation, if you still don't know, but they've changed the name, rebranded to Planteray. Planteray Stiggins Fancy Pineapple Rum. I've paired that with a little bit of coconut water. We've got some sugar and some lime juice in there, just to kind of balance it out. And then I've just lengthened that off with some soda water. So you've got that kind of classic Collins kind of formula, if you like. Now, the one thing I do love to do with this style of drinks, where you kind of want the flavors even more amplified, is I love to use a little bit of saline solution. So I've just got 5 drops of this in there. This is a 20% saline solution. I can't even say that. Basically what it is 20 grams of salt to 80 grams of water, and that will keep in your fridge for ages and ages and ages. And if you do a 20%, 5, 6, I very rarely ever go above 6. Sometimes you might only want 4, but seriously, it's not like you really get the saltiness in there. You can't taste the salt, but what the salt does is elevate those flavors. They really make you those flavors punch out. So that's a perfect addition for this cocktail. As I say, pineapple rum, bit of coconut water, lime juice, sugar, lengthen out with soda water, and a couple of drops of that. Flipping tasty. Now, your third recipe is a daiquiri. I couldn't do a video without a daiquiri. I love doing daiquiris. There's so much fun. Yes, I do like that stereotypical clean, crisp, bright if I'm doing like plain daiquiris. But when it comes to flavors and all that, that's when I kind of get involved and go down different routes. So I've used Goldstone's rum. They're spiced rum. There's no sugar or anything in this. It's just they're rum distilled, and then it's kind of macerated with different spices. Absolutely delicious for the base of this. I've got some pineapple juice in there as well. Obviously, that's going to be balanced out with a bit of lime and sugar. You balance that out to your ratios. I've done my sort of standard one. As I say, recipe will be in the description below. But if you're wondering where the coconut comes from, it's a little bit of coconut rum. Now, this is a slightly stronger version than Malibu, but this is still a liqueur, if you like. So you do get coconut rums, like Coco Cana would be one, a 40% ABV, but this is a much lower version, but a much more authentic version than your Malibus. Now, of course, I've called this a spiced Pina Colada Daiquiri, but you could take this in any different direction. You know, I've used spiced rum in here. You could just use coconut rum. You could use pineapple rum if you really wanted to. As I say, these are purely here for inspiration to help you guys create your own fun riffs. Oh, that's so delicious. I forgot to mention, just rim the glass. I don't really believe in garnishing daiquiris, if I'm being brutally honest, but for a little bit of effect, if you do want to add something, the coconut rimming powder, you've got lots of different rimming powders from our friends at Frona. Just kind of decorate your glass up there. And you can either like sip from that and you get that extra coconutty bit, or it just makes the glass look pretty. Now for your fourth recipe, this is your token faff-free cocktail. There's 4 ingredients in here, but this is your really simple highball. Now, don't be put off by the 4 ingredients. Basically, what I've done, I wanted a rum where the rum still punches out. So I've got the Dropworks Clear Drop. It's not kind of as funky as their Funk Drop, which apparently now is even more funkier. They've kind of rejigged the recipe on that. But this is still a lovely, beautiful rum from the guys up at Dropworks, just kind of Nottinghamshire workshop south of Sheffield. It's fantastic rum, brilliant for highballs. As I say, with these rums, with these British scratch rums, they're never going to sort of just, they're not your Spanish origin kind of white rums that will just give you a little bit of bump in ABV and a little bit of rumminess. These are really kind of out there and in your face rums. Absolutely delicious. So I've paired that with Franklin's and Sons pineapple and almond soda. Absolutely delicious. These sodas, to translate this across the US, and the reason why I kind of use these is because Franklin's and Sons are, I mean, I love them. They are one of my favorite mixer brands, but Franklin's and Sons are launching out in the US. They're kind of in that sort of phase where they're going into a couple of states, but they're trying to sort of take these to the US. Now, these sodas aren't sugar heavy at all. In fact, for a lot of you, you might actually need to add a touch of sugar to balance these out. But for me, they're absolutely perfect. Pineapple forward, almond flavouring, subtle almond notes in there, just makes a really simple highball on its own. But because this is Pina Colada kind of inspired, I have actually cut that back with a little bit of coconut liqueur to go in there. And just to balance out those flavours, literally a squeeze of lime, and that's it. This is delicious. This is exactly the sort of drink I would make for myself in the evenings through the week. Simple, fat-free, no need to shake it. Pour it straight into a glass, give it a stir with some ice. Jobs are good. Now, the 5th recipe, this is your kind of off-the-wall recipe that I probably wouldn't necessarily kind of think of doing, but I wanted to try it, and it's come out really, really good. You can probably see from the kind of the colour and the glass, a lot of you guys in the UK will be instantly going, Spritz, is that a Spritz? And the answer is yes, it is. It's an Aperol Spritz. So you have got Aperol in there. However, the rum, I kind of went for Goldstone's ginger and lime rum. Again, proper authentic rum, no dropper bottles. Actually, real life lime peel has gone into the distillation and real life ginger has gone into the distillation as well. So you've got this is not a flavoured rum in that sense. It's a distilled rum with lime and ginger. Fantastic. Now, where is the coconut? Where is the pineapple coming from? You can see the pineapple soda. So we've taken that sort of standard Aperol Spritz thing where you kind of go Aperol, soda, Prosecco. I've kind of got rid of the Prosecco, you could do, but I've just used the Goldstone's pineapple soda, which is on the same lines as the Franklin's and Sons in the previous one, not overly sweet. In fact, it's probably not as pineapple forward, but it is fantastic for this sort of thing. So I've got rid of the Prosecco, kept just used the soda water in there, but obviously we've got the Aperol in there as well. I wanted to use a coconut water just to kind of how it goes. Now, I've had this discussion a lot. I do prefer this coconut water. If you're in the UK, you'll know exactly what this is. This is the pressed stuff. This is the cloudy, milky stuff. So it's just like pressed coconut in there. The blue one from Vita Coco is the coconut water, the clear one. So this is why I was a bit hesitant. The clear one I didn't know whether this would kind of make it look a little bit funny or not, but it's not. It is absolutely delicious. So for me, my own personal favourite is that white pressed coconut water. But if you want to use the clear stuff in this, it won't be as vibrant in taste, but it definitely brings the coconut forwards. For an Aperol Spritz, where you kind of got that bitterness that goes through this is flipping delicious. This probably is my favourite cocktail of the show. Although saying that, it's like being asked to pick your favourite child. And I know you parents have always got a favourite child. Don't lie, or a favourite dog or a cat or whatever. I don't lie, I know you have. Honestly, all these are flipping tasty. Even the rum fashion, the Pina Colada rum fashions. Let me know in the comments below which one you like the idea of the most and would go away and make for yourselves. I understand that there's a couple of ingredients here that won't necessarily translate to the US and around the world. But as I say, these videos are for inspiration, to give you an idea of what flavors kind of work well together and how you could take that and create your own cocktails. Remember to keep the theme suggestions coming in the comments below. Right now, I'm off to film a Jungle Bird video. I'll see you next time.